Sorry for that long ass intro. I had to sip my tea because this just feels like damage control. This whole chapter. Back to Everything Anime Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Shinry, here at the Everything Anime Podcast, everything from anime, manga, video games, TV shows, everything on the topic fight. Talking about today's video on the latest chapter of Boruto. I think it's Boruto Chapter 15 or 16. I forgot. But basically, this whole chapter is confirmation on who Ryu is, this new random character that did. So yeah, we got confirmation on who Ryu is this chapter, and kind of like a one-page flashback. So when the chapter opens up, we find out Gaara is in a battle with the tree people, and apparently he's losing. And the reason why he's losing is because he's focused on protecting his kids, which I have something to say about that. Why does his kid look like Kankuro? Like with the markings on his face and like, I don't know, the hooded cloak. I guess the hooded cloak is actually like, what do they call it? Metallic sand, gray sand, black sand, whatever kind of sand it is. I guess that's his cloak. Kind of cool design, but like, why is he giving Kankuro at the same time? Like, did Kankuro and Gaara get together and have a baby, adopt a child? I ain't trying to like throw shade, but I just don't know why he looked like Kankuro at the same time. Anyways, Gaara's son manages to save his father, Gaara. I forgot the kid's name, and I'm too lazy to look it up, but he saves his father, but he gets himself turned into a tree person, or turned into a tree, not a tree, divine tree. And basically, I guess trying to make these what do we call those things? Freezer things relevant, like the sentient, what are those called? You know what I'm talking about. We talked about them before. Them tree freezers. They when they bite you turn into a tree. Anyways, the divine trees are so impressed with Gaara's son still being conscious because he trapped his father Gaara in like a prison of sand that remains active, and for some reason the divine trees can't break. Like, Gaara about to go after Naruto and Sasuke, and you can't break a child's sand barrier. Anyways, they just impressed him, so they're like, hey, we're going to turn him into one of our tree people. So that already told me, like, Ryu, that character that got hyped up last chapter, the new mysterious character, it's a clone of Gaara. We know one of them is a clone of Sasuke. I forgot the rest of them. I mean, we don't really know who all of them identify as, but, like, this one's clearly the clone of Gaara's son, because we see it has the same metallic sand that Gaara's kid did. And by the way, does anybody else remember Code? You know, the clown character that was supposed to be stronger than Madara, the clown character that's supposed to be the strongest in all of Naruto history. The one that got his face stomped on in the first chapter of Boruto and then ran away like a little bitch. Yeah, apparently he's back. He's still alive. Like, after 13 chapters of, like, running away, this guy's back. So maybe we're in chapter 16. Maybe we're at chapter 14. I think it must be chapter 14. But either way, like, this guy's back. And I was just like, this clown, Damon was riding his back like a cowboy saying, giddy up. Boruto stomped on your face, and we're supposed to take this guy seriously. Even in this chapter, it's damage control, trying to make Code relevant again. So apparently they all work for him, which I was like, when the fuck was this established? Like, the way he talks down to them, he's like, oh, you guys are going to do what I say. You're going to kill Boruto. You're going to kill Kawaki. And I'm like, you didn't even know that you created these fucking things at first, from what I could tell. And now we're supposed to believe that because you created them, you're in control of them. Okay, whatever. Well, apparently, he is not in control of them, because when he tries to teach them a lesson, they effortlessly rip off his hand. And I was like, these villains are a joke. The tree people, before that, the tree freezers that came in and were supposed to be a threat, turning people into trees, half of them got killed by basic Shidoris by Genin easily. Yeah, you turn a few people into trees that got bitten. You turn Sasuke into a tree because he got bit by 10 of them or whatever. Which I guess is supposed to be like taking on an S rank 10. So the reason I laugh is because the second Hokage, Tobirama, was taken down by 10 S rank ninjas. And so we're supposed to believe, like, and we know how strong Tobirama is. He's Hokage. And he created all of jutsu, apparently. He created every jutsu that exists, apparently. Whatever. Anyways, he got taken on by 10 S-rank ninjas. So we're supposed to believe that that's like a big thing. Now you're trying to say that these tree freezers that turn people into trees by biting them, they're supposed to be a threat, but they all got taken down by Guinea. Then you're trying to say that divine trees are stronger than those tree freezers, and they're the biggest threat. But one of them almost got their ass whooped by Himawari, barely using an Naito Fox uncontrolled, barely killed by Boruto. Like, one of them did get killed by Boruto with his planetary Rasengan, which was not planetary, because it's just not. A planetary attack, planetary Kamehameha destroys a planet. You know, One Piece, we have island destroyers. No one of those tree people destroyed even a fucking village. Pain showed up, obliterated Konoha in like 2 seconds flat. These tree people have done nothing like that on that scale. And then you had Code, who you're trying to say is the leader of them, get his face stomped on by Boruto, and then get rolled on his back like a cow, like a little kid getting a ride from his big brother or big sister or his parents. And we're supposed to believe that Code is in charge of them. These villains are a joke. I know that Masashi Kishimoto's back in control, but this is definitely damage control. He's trying to repair whatever somebody had wrote for the past 90, 100 chapters because Boruto has been garbage. I praise Boruto here and there, but for the most part, I'll say that again. A lot of things going on this morning. But yeah, this has not been a great story. And then we find out the focus of our new villain, Ryu, is, of course, killing his father, Gaara, who's, I think, right there in front of him with the metallic sand right there. Because all these divine tree people, they all have a target. Like, one's going after Konohamaru, which I don't know why. Konohamaru has not been relevant for a very long time, even during Naruto series, except in the beginning. And then when he killed a Pain with the Rasengan, that's it. So 2 things Konohamaru did, and learned sexy jutsu. One of them is going after Sadara, that's the Sasuke clone. One of them is going after Naruto, who actually targeted Himawari because he sensed the Naito Fox inside of her. One of them is going after Ida because he wants the infinite information she has, and then Ryu's going after Gaara. I think there's one more, but that might have been it because there's like 5 of them. Anyways, then we get a meeting on the Hokage's faces of Boruto Kawaki from chapter 1. I thought this was going to be the moment, but obviously it's not because they're just talking again. Now, we know from our previous chapter, they said that they don't want to kill each other. Kawaki doesn't kill Boruto. Boruto doesn't want to kill Kawaki. So does that mean the first chapter of Boruto is null and void? The whole, you killed my father Naruto, or you took him somewhere. We assumed he killed Naruto, but like, you know, it looked like the village was destroyed. Boruto had a cool design. Kawaki had a different design. They were about to battle to the death. That was the hype of all of Boruto. That's what made me initially want to read this chapter. That's what I praised in the beginning. But here we are now, and we learned that, like, y'all are basically still trying to be friends. Y'all are trying to pull the Naruto and Sasuke thing. Y'all don't have the Naruto and Sasuke relationship to pull this off. Y'all don't. Y'all have not even built up to that. But anyways, we then learn from Boruto. That Kawaki has a limiter on him, and he's not as strong as Boruto now, but he could be. This is something maybe people are hyping up about. I saw like videos about talking about some like, oh, Kawaki and Boruto have God tier or something. And I'm like, dude, you're over speculating more than like calling Beast Gohan an Aspel and Dragon Ball Superhero. Dragon Ball superhero movie. Gohan was built up to be stronger than his father. Dragon Ball Z was intended to end after the Cell Saga where Gohan takes over. Gohan was only going to reach Super Saiyan 2, and then, you know, the story continued, and obviously Goku had to become the main character again, but then we had Misty Gohan, who was the main character, but then again, he got eaten by Boo. So they've always kept shitting on Gohan, but, like, Gohan's always had the potential to surpass his father. Boruto, again, has done nothing on screen. All this has been off-screen training, all this off-screen power-up shit, and talk versus show, because we saw Naruto get stronger. We saw Naruto's training. We have not seen Boruto train at all. It has not happened. In the end, Boruto and Kawaki decide to team up to help take down the tree people in a temporary truce/alliance, but I don't believe it. I don't even know. I know this is supposed to feel like a big moment in the manga, especially because, like, in our time-wise, I think, like, Boruto's been out for, like, 2-3 years now. But in this universe time and chapter-wise, this is not hype. This would be like if you went from the Sorcerer's Stone to Voldemort being resurrected in the Goblet of Fire. Like, we just took down Voldemort inside of whatever that dude's name was, a bald dude from the dark arts teacher, and then Voldemort's just brought back with all his followers, and then him and Harry have a fight. That's what this feels like. You're skipping so much story, so much build-up, so much, training and stuff like that, just to get to this exciting moment, which is not that exciting. That's why I don't think Boruto BV is going to be that long. This is not even going to stretch 90 chapters. I can tell. This might be like a 50 chapter, and maybe you do like short anime/manga. But again, Dr. Stone's on 205 chapters, and it's doing a lot more with the story than this has since it started. Yu Yu Hakusho's not that long. Rave Master's not that long. Shaman King's not that long. I can't say Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail's not long, but Fairy Tail even had like a better plot than this. Like, come on, man. I need to see more out of Boruto. I'm not trying to shit on this every time I read it, but as a manga enthusiast and lover of manga, lover of Naruto, lover of the big three, I just don't see this being a great story or where this is going. So until I can see where the story's going, I'm just not that impressed. I'm sorry. For the Boruto lovers, you might hate this video, but again, I'm not seeing where Masashi Kishimoto is going with this, but I know he just took over like the last 2 or 3 chapters. But yeah, this has not been a great story. I do hope it evolves. I do hope it transforms, but we have to get back to the hype that Boruto initially started for me to enjoy this. Anyways, that's all for this video. Talk to you guys next one. See you later. Bye.
Hey guys, this video was sponsored by me, the author of the Shinry series, the Chronicles of Wayne, and Monsterverse. So I figured I'd do this outro a little bit different by showing you guys what you guys will be checking out. So, the Shinry series starts with Book 1, Shobu Samurai Project Aryoku. 10 years after the death of his parents, Shobu Samurai returns home seeking vengeance, but instead faces the choice to save his home from shadow creatures, blood beasts, and an organization once thought dead. Shinry's Shobu Samurai starts at $9.99. And if you love anime, manga, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, Fairy Tail, Shaman King, Rave Master, Zatch Bell, anything like that, the Shinry series is definitely the series for you. You'll definitely want to check it out. The Sword of Light is probably the thickest one so far. And then these books are 2. This is Enter the Dread Zone Tournament. And the series original ending, Arado, the Legendary Konjuis Master. So, and I'll just show you guys some of the covers. Really proud of all of these. But I hope you guys check it out. If you don't like that, I also have the current published books for the Chronicles of Wayne, Love Be Damned, Cotton Candy, Full Moons, Fabled Lovers, A Cursed Virgin's Bite. If You Go Where Monsters Dance, Red will Rain Over Your House. Love Be Damned. Now, the Chronicles of Wayne is about a geeky guy, or a nerdy guy in high school. His senior year, he has a crush on the hottest guy in school, because of course he does. He's only got one best friend, and her name is Barb. Well, the hottest guy in school turns out to be a werewolf. And to make the story more interesting, he bites Wayne and turns Wayne into the first ever wolfman in the last 10 years. And because of that, it was also a sacred law that wolfmen should never be created. I don't want to get into too much of the Chronicles of Wayne without spoiling it, but I can tell you it's very short. This one sells for $6.99, and Love Be Caged right after it. The ending of this trilogy, Love Be Liberated, comes out in October. So I'm going to definitely do a more full in-depth review of this one. But yeah, it's an LGBT fantasy fiction story about werewolves, vampires, white witches, a dark warlock, and, well, many, many more surprises to come. So if you guys like to read, I definitely recommend. These are all the books so far in the Shinry series, except for Shinry's Beginning. I do have that one, but it's just not here with me. But yeah, I appreciate a like, support, or just a review on Amazon. Either way, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.